because when this happened, when 9/11 happened, I was in the process of creating a painting, and I got kind of scared because this painting, it was like a monorail approaching two buildings, and then 9/11 happened, and I was unable to paint for about 6 months. I didn't have any desire to paint because I felt like, well, I mean, it was just very, very weird, to know that this happened, and I was like able to see it before it happened, but I didn't see it clearly, but obviously somehow I knew that this was gonna happen ahead of time, and it stopped me from painting for a while.
You could see it coming?
Well, I saw it I expressed it on canvas, but I didn't know it was gonna happen,
Right.
and it was just very frustrating because I never thought this would ever happen to this country, and it was pretty scary because you don't know what's gonna happen next, and it was a bad situation, very bad. Yeah, things changed for everybody, and it was very scary because I remember there were no planes flying in the air for like 3 or 4 days or a whole week. I don't remember how long, and that's kind of scary, to see things change. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Everything planned to say, so this is completely extemporaneous, but we're thinking about where we were and how we were feeling on that morning.
No.
And I was in California, I was in San Diego, and my husband at the time was passenger service agent at Delta Airlines in San Diego. And I was working the graveyard shift, and so I was just into my sleep, and I got a phone call from him. And here's what I heard him say. "Honey, turn on the TV. France has attacked the World Trade Centers." And I went, "What? France has attacked us?" And so I turned on the TV, and it took me about 10 minutes to realize that he must have said planes or planes have attacked, and I was just like shaking because I'm a Francophile. And so that was my experience. Just like everybody, I'm sure we were glued to the set for days, watching everything unfold. And I think it was really interesting, especially in the very beginning when we saw the one plane and we thought it was an accident. Do you remember that?
Yes.
A horrible accident. And it wasn't until that second plane hit that we went, wait, reality has changed.
It's a poem that I wrote several years back between 2001 and now, somewhere in between. And I have to give you a little background. You probably see it, probably a little bit of it with a haircut and all, Marina, or service. And so you probably say, wow, you can say something like that? Well, I have mixed feelings about everything that went on right after that, and still do today, but supported what we did. But this came out of, a few years ago in the LA Times, a gentleman, he was through here before that, I believe, once. And he had this model of a bomb, an atom bomb type thing. And he took it across the states, and he was asking for people to write poetry about it. And but you couldn't use the word bomb in the poetry. So I took that and ran with it, but I'd have to explain it unless you really quick, hear the words or follow the words, because it's 4 stanzas, and the title and the 4 stanzas each start with B-O-M-B. I did not use the word bomb as he asked, but I put it in there. And as I was telling Andy last night, I took free rein with, if that's the right wording, with literary prose in a couple words because I could not find the exact word and it said it didn't exist, but I did it anyway. But anyway, it's very close, but I'll read it. Benevolent Overtures, Machinate Brokerage. Title. Bring about peace in our lifetime. Overtures to peace are so sublime. Maybe a grassroots effort is the ticket, but we must be Gandhi-like, not snippet. Bursting with enthusiasm to the end of ridding the world of the nuke trend, muster the courage to make a stand, being ever vigilant for a cause so grand. Bent on bringing about universal love, only through a transcendent awakening, motivating the establishment to make a move. Bringing about a universal end to it unceasing. Believe world consciousness is possible. Offer up prayers to our Maker. Mandate our leaders to see the plausible. Betterment of mankind is the determinator. And that's it.
Keep adding more and more recipes and the equipment to make it myself.
Yeah, this was a song I wrote about a piece of artwork that was destroyed. There was a lot of art. I made a stack of missing posters over there. It has to do with, like, a lot of Rodin's work. His drawings were lost, and hundreds of thousands of a photographer that used to shoot John F. Kennedy. You know, just like a lot of different artists. But one in particular is one of my favorite artists, and her name is Louise Nevelson. You know Louise Nevelson. And a piece that she had done called Sky Cathedral was among the pieces that were lost. And when I was talking earlier about, you know, I've been at the World Trade Center the year before and several times, but it was always, it made an impression. The morning that it happened, I just kept thinking of people. It's funny you said something about the cell phones, because when I was there the year before in 2000, I remember seeing everyone coming out at lunch time at like noon, and thousands and thousands of people on cell phones, and it just struck me because I had lived here for several years, so cell phones were relatively new. I mean, you know, and so I just remember thinking it was so surreal then to see thousands of people talking, but not to each other.
Yeah.
Like everybody was talking
Yeah.
on something, and it was so surreal. So when I heard about the World Trade Center thing there on 9/11, I just remember thinking, oh, those people on their cell phones. And just, I also just wanted to say that the best, Noah Purifoy is another one of my favorite artists ever. And one night, I think it was on the 5th anniversary of 9/11, my friend Adrian Yannick brought him to see me play at Water Canyon. And I played this song, and I dedicated it to him because his work was very akin to Louise Nevelson's work. And so I dedicated it to him. And after I took a little break, and Adrian and Noah came over to say goodnight because he was old and he was tired, and he thanked me for the dedication, and he shook my hand and he slipped me a 20. It was the best $20 I've ever had. But another thing about it was that the Taliban, it wasn't very long before 9/11, I don't know, maybe several months before, that those beautiful giant Buddhas in Afghanistan had been destroyed. And so this song was of the sky, cathedral. Buddha's fallen to the ground. Now they can't get up. Towers of Babel falling down. See how time sped up. Prophets falling out of the sky, out of the sky, cathedral. Paper airplane sailing by, out of the sky, cathedral. Buddha's fallen to the ground. Now he can't get up. Towers of Babel falling down. See how time sped up.
They're all the same?
Look at that face.
This is the last one. Exactly. I got it for you.
Yeah, just make it cool.
Favorite with Chris. Jason, I moved closer and that's just Did you guys get it?
Keeps adding more and more recipes in. Yeah, so I have the equipment to make it myself.
Safe,
But
guys. Favorite with Chris. Back up 10.
They're all the same?
yeah, just make it cool.
Exactly. This is the last one.
Go down there, but now it's almost not anywhere after. Look at that face.